The power of one. Huh? The power of two. What? The power of 10.
Why Disney has been producing the worst TV shows in the history of Star Wars?
Maybe it's the drugs.
Drugs?
You may be wondering what is the cause of all of this.
The president of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy.
This woman has single-handedly put Star Wars into the ground. It has been more than 12 years since Disney has bought the franchise, and they have not been able to make the profit or recuperate the amount.
I sold them to the white slavers that take these things and
First, let's talk about The Acolyte, the show which was made for the modern audience, and guess what? The modern audience did not watch it. The viewership was so low that they have to cancel the show after the first season. And I'm not gonna talk about how this show is unbearable to watch. I think you have already seen other videos on YouTube, but I'm gonna shed some light on the drama surrounding it, which is quite entertaining than the show itself. So after the show's cancellation, the lead actress Amanda Stenberg, it's Amanda Stenberg. Oh, Amanda calls out every critic who doesn't like her show to be a
hyper-conservative, bigot, vitriol, prejudice.
I haven't heard the half of the term that she's talking about. Am I a retard? So the normal criticism like bad writing, bad characters, bad acting all falls under the category of racism. I understand that there are some incels who are really the its and folk that you are mentioning, but they are the very minor group of people. And to categorize the fandom into these terms is like shooting yourself on your foot, because these are your paying customers. I just remembered that she has made a diss track for her haters, and my god, that is too funny because you can't hear a word without the subtitles, and the dance looks so goofy. And I think she has done this in public. I feel very sorry for the bystanders that they have to witness this atrocity. Surprisingly, she can diss about the viewers, but the viewers diss about her acting. It became the problem of racism.
Jeez, you are racist.
I really like the new Schrodinger's theory of women. The woman can be both empowered and a victim until and unless the situation benefits her. And let's talk about the fans of the show. People who really like The Acolyte. They are not the fans of Star Wars. What? They are the fans of Disney Star Wars. They don't care how they butcher Luke Skywalker's character from a beacon of light to a bumbling fool who drinks a milk from weird aliens. Not gonna lie, this scene is kind of funny. This is the fandom that likes Reylo so much that they are literally stalking Adam Driver and was joking about killing his wife so that Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver could be together in real life. What a bunch of cunts. And this fandom started a FundMe page where they are collecting $100 million so that they can get a billboard for the Times Square in which they can advertise Renew the Acolyte.
Good luck with that.
And to top it all off, we have the actress who plays Amanda's mother.
She's a powerful leader. Yes, yes.
She asked the media why Disney is not defending the star of the show who is facing racism because of her skin color. Lady, you need to understand that Disney doesn't care about you. They care about only money, and your show didn't bring any. And it already costed over $240 million. It is very atrocious to see that this kind of money has been put to produce this kind of garbage. This is the kind of studio that didn't let a father to put the picture of his son's favorite superhero Spider-Man on his grave. And you think that studio will protect you because of your skin color?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
But overall, I have to admit that the story of The Acolyte was epic. The main lead was a girl boss that I really liked. The acting was Oscar-worthy. The characters were all likable. There were no unnecessary cameos and no sexualization of Asian men. So of course, it was not liked by the alt-right, conservative, homophobic or toxic fandoms. But who cares? This is not the only show that suffered from this diarrhea. Shows like Kenobi, where the main character was sidelined in his own show for another girl boss, a competent leader who was strong and brave, was turned out to be someone who can't even catch a child, and also ran away from the fight of the century that people were waiting for to see.
What?
The action scenes were dimly lit and the cinematography was god awful. Ashoka was alright, but the show dragged so much. And let's pretend the Book of Boba Fett never happened. And the show that I really like, The Mandalorian, only season 1, because by the end of season 2, I was losing a lot of interest. And in season 3, Mandalorian was hardly present in his own show, both literally and physically. As you can see, there is a pattern of changing the heroes that we actually love into someone that is old and incompetent for another modern protagonist that is stoic as fuck and have a personality of a cardboard. And it all started with the introduction of the mother of all Mary Sue's,
Palpatine.
To be honest, I was never a die-hard fan of Star Wars because I never actually watched it during my time when it was aired, because in India it was not very televised on the TV. So after all these years, I thought that I should give it a try, but I found out that there are approximately 9 movies. I was not prepared to watch all of that because I didn't have time for that. So I devised a plan. I thought that I should watch the prequels and the original trilogy in a YouTube videos that explains the lore so that I can understand the story. And this was a big mistake from my side. And I was really excited to see the new trilogies because I thought CGI looked great in the trailers and I thought Daisy Ridley was hot. So I give it a chance to Force Awakens. I know it is not a popular opinion, but I really like the Force Awakens because of the ideas it has. Like the idea of former Stormtrooper Finn. It was a clear idea that he was going to be a Jedi in the future, but they scrapped that. I don't know why. But it all went downhill from there. I really hated the fact that Rey didn't face any obstacle. He was able to fight the trained fighter like Kylo Ren and defeat him in her first try. She was a noob and he was a trained fighter. I don't know how they managed to write that. They never got the original trio together in one frame in the sequels.
Seems like a missed opportunity.
She was already good at everything like lightsabers duels or controlling the force. No need to take the long route when you can achieve the success with a shortcut. And this is the problem with the most modern protagonists, that they were given everything on the silver platter. They don't have to work hard or train, they just get to the level they want to achieve. Fans really didn't like the new trilogy, and guess what? Kathleen Kennedy announced in the previous Star Wars celebration that they are making another Rey movie.
Oh no, not again.
But surprisingly, there is no news on the production of the film, which is going to be released in 2 years. So it can be the blessing in disguise. Instead of spending time on making good characters or the great story, they focuses more on the ethnicity of the character or the diversity in the show. I don't get the modern media, why they don't care about the good story and good characters, whether it may be the girl or boy. You don't have to push your agenda to the throats of your consumer. If they like the show or like the character, they will going to eventually watch it. And this has resulted them to lose a chunk of their fan base. One way I think that they can restore the fan base is to fire the woman behind these shit shows, Kathleen Kennedy. I can't fathom the fact that she has been working over a decade and she has just ruined the Star Wars completely. Hire people like Sam Witwer, who was the actor for Darth Maul. He has also voiced many characters in Clone Wars animated series, and look at his interview.
The Force belongs to me. So I was like, Vader would never have taught him how to find inner peace. He would have taught him to do the opposite.
He talks so passionately about Star Wars that you can see that he really wants Star Wars to thrive again. Give him his own Starkiller series or a Darth Maul series and see the cash flows. Or you can adapt the extended universe that the fans actually want and bring back George Lucas for that. And Disney, please listen to the fans who actually wanted to see Star Wars, not some fan fictions or self-inserts that people don't like. But I have a good suspicion that they are not going to listen to the fans. They are going to do whatever they want until the money dry up. In this case, I just want Disney Star Wars to die, put it out of its misery. And as you know that Disney is not the only studio that spits on their fan base. Studio like Warner Bros, who has recently put a sequel to a movie called Joker. It is a slap to the face on the fans who really like the first one. You can check the video up here and let me know the thoughts on this one, and I'm gonna meet you in the next video.